Hello my friends, I'm Avalon and today we're going to be testing out 5 different safety eye tools to see which one actually works the best. Now, if you've ever struggled with putting safety eyes onto your plushies, especially if you're using pretty chunky yarn, then this video is for you. But before we begin, I just want to mention that all of these tools I purchased with my own money. I will be giving my honest opinions. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. I did link them all down below. Carrying safety eyes properly is so important. You definitely don't want your safety eyes popping out later on. In order to test out these tools, we will need some fabric. So last night I spent some time and I made this long stretch of fabric. This is Bernat blanket and I made this with a 6mm hook. As you can see, it is a little bit thick. I definitely wanted to try out each of these tools and safety eyes with a thicker yarn because it can be more difficult to attach a safety eyes. We really need to put these safety eye tools to the test, okay? So this will be a good test for them. All right, that's it for the intro. Let's continue on to our first tool. The first one that I want to start out with is this one, and that is because this one is very popular. I've seen a lot of people using this on Instagram, on TikTok. I got this on Amazon and I'm gonna read out the title to you because it is quite long. It is the Amy Love 3-piece safety eye tool auxiliary tool for attaching safety eyes for crochet, DIY, stuffed animal, install, doll, making supplies, craft, 3 size. This is the tool that I've had in my collection for the longest time. Some of the other ones we're gonna be testing out will actually be new to me. I have not tried them out before, so I'm pretty excited for those. But I have had this one for a little while. So it comes in 3 different sizes. For this tool, this listing is, I think, the only listing that doesn't tell you what size safety eyes to use for each of these. These also feel very sturdy, very strong. I believe this metal piece right here is glued into the wooden piece and it feels good. Like, it's a very sturdy tool, which I do like about it. I also like the shape of it. The wood is soft and smooth. So the Amy Love tool is $12.99 right now, and it is regularly $14.99. It has a 4.6 on Amazon and 288 reviews. Let's go ahead and give it a little whirl. So here's our piece of fabric that we crocheted. I made it quite long so we would have plenty of room. So for this tool test, we'll be trying out 4 different safety eyes for each of these tools. This one is a 10mm. These 2 are 18mm, but this one is a sinker safety eye, and sometimes sinker safety eyes are harder to attach. So I definitely want to test out the sinkers on each of these tools. And then this one right here is a 30mm, and this one is the most common one that I use when I want to use big sinker eyes. So I figured this one would be a good one to test as well. For each of these tools, we'll start from smallest to biggest. So for all of the tools, usually you'll have the backing, like you see this little hole. This will be the part where the back of the safety eye goes into when you're attaching. So I'm just gonna put it into right there, and then I'm gonna put the safety eye backing, and then I'm gonna press on it with this tool. Oh gosh. So my hand does kind of like wobble back and forth a little bit. I will say, as I was pushing this down, it was hard at first, but once I got the first notch down, it was easy to press it all the way down. Let's attach the other regular safety eye, and then we'll move on to the sinker. Oh, that one's a little hard. It's kind of stuck. The tool is a little bit, there we go. Oh, it didn't go down. Maybe I need to size up my tool. I'll try using the bigger one. Okay, the biggest one is almost too big for this, but let's hope this one works. Oh yeah, that was a lot easier. Look at that. We have her on now. And from the front, it is fully secured. So that worked pretty well. Now we're going to try the 18mm sinker safety eye. And let's do it just right here. Okay. Oh, we are not a full notch down yet. I'm going to need to put more force into this. All right, I'm trying to get some better leverage on this, so I put you guys onto the floor. Let's go ahead and try and press this down with my body weight now. Oh gosh. As you can see, I feel a little bit wobbly as I'm working on it. I don't know if you can see that, but it is like scratching it up, which doesn't really matter because you're not going to see the back of the safety eye anyways when you finish. It looks secured from the front, but it's definitely not below any of the notches. So I'm gonna try sizing down and see if that works better. I grabbed the medium one. Let's see if this one works any better. Oh, the medium worked. So I definitely got it down, but as you can see, it went down kind of unevenly. Like it's higher on this side than it is on this side. And I'm not able to even it out, at least not with my strength. Let's go ahead and try the 30mm safety eye though, while we are down on the ground, because I'm definitely going to need this angle in order to attach that one too. Oh, look at that! It worked really well. I used the biggest one and it worked perfectly for this 30mm. I will say it was kind of difficult to do, and I'm gonna take you back onto the desk and we'll look at them. Okay, so from the back, as you can see, all of these safety eyes are secured. All right, so let's talk about the pros and cons of this tool. The handle is really comfortable to hold. It feels nice and sturdy, like it's made to last. And it comes with 3 different size options. So you can use it for a variety of safety eye sizes, which is super convenient. Now for the cons. Because of the rounded handle, I did notice that it feels a little bit wobbly when you're pressing down. And when I tried to use it for larger safety eyes, I had to use a lot of pressure. So overall, it definitely makes putting safety eyes on easier in some cases, but it still takes a bit of strength for the bigger ones. Here is the next tool that is up. This is a tool that I've had in my collection for a long time. I do have to say this one is a little bit flimsy feeling, like, you hear that? I got this one from Amazon as well. It is $6.99, and this is the Wame upgraded safety eye tool for crocheting, crochet tools for attaching, crochet safety eyes, auxiliary tool for 5 to 30mm, stuffed animal, safety eye, doll, making, supplies, blue one piece. The plastic doesn't feel super strong. I could definitely feel this one could break on me in the future. And this screw right here is getting a little bit loose. But we're not gonna judge her quite yet. We need to test her, okay? She has to be tested before we can judge. But I just want to throw that all out there so you know what you're getting if you do purchase. This tool has a 4.2 on Amazon with 113 ratings. It looks like people appreciate the quality, the ease of the use. They say it works well. But some people say they don't like it for the size of the actual like safety eyes, like it's not able to do bigger safety eyes, and they don't feel like it's stable, and they feel like the durability and feel maybe isn't the best on it. All right, let's put this tool to the test. Starting with our little 10mm one, starting off easy for him. We'll put him in right there. Put our safety eye back onto the back. And something to note about this tool, since this is a smaller safety eye, you can actually push out this little piece. Let me show you. You can push it out from the back and then pull it. And it goes into this piece right here. And that helps if you're using smaller safety eyes to attach. So that should work well for the 10mm. So I have it on the front and lined up on the back. And I'm just going to close it. Is it done? Did that work? I got stuck a little bit. Oh, perfect. It went on really nicely. I'm very satisfied with that attaching. Let's try out this 18mm now. And because it, oops. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to hunt for that piece later. But now that this is a bigger safety eye, we're definitely going to have to take that out. But let's go ahead and try and attach this 18mm now. All right, let's go. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, it attached it. Let's go ahead and try the sinker eye though. Oh dear. Okay, so I was not able to get it down past the first notch. However, I feel like it was better for the regular safety eyes versus sinker safety eyes. A quick note though, this tool does not claim that it is for sinker safety eyes. It just says that it is for safety eyes between 5mm and 30mm, and this one is 18mm, but maybe it's just not for sinker. So I don't want to knock it too much. We will go ahead and just try to put on the 30mm, but y'all, I do not have hope. I don't have hope for this one. I don't think this tool is going to be capable of it. I'm pretty sure I can just pop this one right off. So let's see what we got. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, there's no way. Oh no. Oh gosh, did you see that? Okay, we're not gonna try that again because that feels dangerous. For the pros, first, it is really lightweight and also it is super easy to use. Now for the cons, this tool is not suitable for sinker eyes, so if you use those often, this one probably won't work for you. And it does feel a bit flimsy, not as sturdy as I would have hoped for. Our next tool that we have here is the Sinker Snap, and this is for $34.99 on Etsy by the seller Craft Easy Tools. It is called Official Sinker Snap Heavy Duty Tool for Sinker Safety Eyes with Amigurumi Crochet. It looks to be a 3D printed tool. The reviews that this shop has is a 4.9, so that is really good. I was messing with this last night to get everything ready for today's video, and this piece right here just popped off. It looks like it was glued on. I can pop it off for you guys right now. I just stuck it on. I can tell that there's a little bit of glue on the inside, and that was all that was holding it on. I will say it is a really snug fit to put it back onto this little bolt, and it does hold itself on. I don't think it's actually going to affect the functionality of this tool, and we can definitely still give this tool a go. I feel like that was its weakest point, and that's why it broke right there. The rest of it feels really sturdy though. This tool says that it is best for all sinker eyes from 18mm to 50mm. In the listing, they have a picture of the tool being used, but I think it would be even better if they had like a little video of the tool being used. I think that would be helpful, but that's okay. I'm gonna wing it today, and we are going to go ahead and try out this tool now. I know this one is not a sinker eye, but let's try it out. We'll try it out. We're not gonna do the 10mm because this hole right here is too big. And then we want to put it over top of this little rubber piece right here. So I'll put my safety, this is a little bit difficult. I think we have it in now, and all we have to do is screw it down, and it should attach the eye, I believe. Oh no, is it breaking?
So it turns out that little spot of glue was extremely important. I was able to get it to work for the regular 18mm safety eye, but when it came to the sinker eyes, every time I would start to really tighten the tool around it, the blue piece would start to fall off of it, and I couldn't get it to stop doing that. However, I didn't feel like this was an accurate representation of the tool, so I decided to go ahead and fix it with some glue of my own.
I let it sit for 24 hours. That's why I'm coming on today. I just got off from work. I want to give this tool one more try. I ended up just searching on YouTube to see if there was a video so I could see that how this tool is used, and I did find a video, so I think we should be set. So let's go ahead and try together. So it's supposed to be able to like move off to the side so that you can more easily put your piece inside of there. But I will say, because of this metal piece right here, it still is kind of hard to put your work inside because it's kind of like narrow. In the video, they said it was very important to try to keep this centered. Okay, so far so good. Okay, I hear like a little bit of like cracking. I'm wondering if that is the glue, or I'm not sure if that's the safety eye. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, it popped out of place. Okay, but is it secured? That is the question. It did actually secure the safety eye. Because of the pressure it was putting down onto the safety eye, it ended up slipping out right there. That's what you just saw. Wow, that worked a lot better. The only problem is that this rubber piece is like really like falling to pieces now.
So after running into that little hiccup and gluing that piece down, the sinker snap was then able to attach sinker eyes. Let's begin with the pros. First, it is pretty strong. It feels solid when you're pressing and securing the sinker eye. And secondly, it's great for sinker eyes. So if you use those often, this tool does the job pretty well. Now for the cons. The loading area is a bit narrow, which made it a little bit tricky to fit the safety eye and the crocheted fabric in there. And twisting it becomes a bit difficult as it tightens. And finally, the rubber piece that's meant to protect the safety eye from scratches started to break on me during use, so that's just something to keep in mind.
Our next tool is the Crojo Mojo. It is $16. I purchased this on Etsy from Darby's Crojo Mojo. She has a 5-star rating. If you've watched some of my recent videos, then you may have seen me using this tool. They also conveniently have a video in their listing that shows you how to use the tool, which is very helpful. The title of this listing is the Crojo Safety Eye Jig. And this is a modified clamp to make safety eye installation easier for crafters. It weighs less than a pound. This is the heaviest tool that we have. I have to mention that this also has the hardest like plastic. Like this is high quality plastic on here. It also has this like rubber piece, which is really nice because you really don't want your safety eyes to get scratched up by your safety eye tool. And the Crojo Mojo is supposed to work on safety eyes up to 35 millimeters. I'm definitely not going to be able to use the 10 millimeter safety eye for this because this hole is too big. It's bigger than the actual 10 millimeter, so it'll just pop right on through. So we're going to begin with the 18 millimeter safety eye, and then we'll do the sinker eyes. And then you see this little hole right here, that's where the back of the safety eye goes. And then the front of the safety eye goes against this rubber piece, and you just squeeze it and it slowly moves this piece up. Ooh, I felt it. I felt when it snapped into place. So after that, to release, you press on this little tab right back here, and it releases it. There's our safety eye from the front, and from the back. I kind of usually like move my thumb out the way last minute. There we go. And then let's snap her into place. I will say sometimes this release button is kind of hard to press. There we go. There is the front of the safety eye, and here's the back. So let's go ahead and move on to the 30 millimeter. Turn them over. There you go. I have it in place on front and back. Let's go ahead and get this guy on properly. Okay, I think that's good. And release. Front, that's how it looks. From the back, it looks nice and secure.
All right, now let's talk about the Crojo Mojo tool. It's designed really well with that rubber piece, so it won't scratch your safety eyes while you're using it. It also works great for sinker eyes. And overall, it feels super durable and high quality. Now for the cons. The release tab can be a little hard to press, which makes it a little tricky to remove sometimes. It's also a bit on the heavier side, so it's not as lightweight as some of the other tools. And it's meant for sinker eyes that are 35 millimeter and under, so it won't be able to fit the really big ones. But I have been able to use it for some bigger non-sinker safety eyes up to 60 millimeter.
Okay, last but hopefully not least, I have never used this tool. This is one of the ones that I have not gotten a chance to actually use. And this is the Safety Eye Tool Large Size Safety Eye Install Tool Crocheting Safety Eye Crochet Tools for Amigurumis and Stuffed 5 to 45 millimeters Animal Eyes Making Supply Tool. This is by the brand
Giosi.
I did try to look up how to pronounce it, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything on the pronunciation. I got this one on Amazon for $14.99.
They have a 4.7 with 75 reviews.
This one is definitely different. It also has a really good like sturdy feel to it, and I think it's kind of cool because it has these like holes in it so you can like screw it down to your desk if you needed to keep it in place. I feel like that could be a helpful thing. Just notice that this piece right here is made out of a softer plastic with the little middle piece right here made out of rubber, so it will hopefully not scratch up your safety eyes. You kind of push down on it, but you could also like grab this little piece under here. And when I received it, I received 2 different pieces for this like little white piece, and it's supposed to pop out. It has like this little piece and then this little piece, and they both fit into here. But yes, let's go ahead and try out this tool.
This one also has the widest range with 5 to 45 millimeter.
Okay, I used a crochet hook and I was able to get out this little piece.
Okay, so this is the smaller piece that you can just, and honestly, maybe I can use it. Yeah, I used it to put it into place. That was handy. Let's start with the 10 millimeter safety eye. Now that it's in place, let's go ahead and press down. I'd say it did quite well. Now that we're going to test out the bigger safety eyes, I definitely need this bigger one. And I'll just use this to put it in place. Perfect. Okay, perfect. I got it into place now. Now I'm just going to hold it and let's go ahead and press down. Oh, wow. That felt powerful. Wow, that did really good. I liked that a lot. Let's go ahead and try out the sinker eyes now. I think that'll put it more to a test. There we go. And let's put it into place. There we go. Make sure we're good. Looks like we are. And let's press. Okay. There was no noise that time. Oh snap, look at that. It went on. All right, got her in. Okay, get it into place. It is a big safety eye, so it kind of feels a little squashed in there. And let's press down. No big noise or anything like that. It looks good from the front. Let's see how it did. Oh yeah, look at that.
Time for the final tool's pros and cons. As for the pros, it has the largest range of safety eye sizes out of all of the tools tested. It can handle safety eyes from 5mm all the way up to 45mm. It works well with both sinker and regular safety eyes, which makes it super versatile. It also is really durable and feels high quality. And I found it really easy to use right away, even though I'd never used it before. Now for the cons. It does have a couple small pieces, as you saw. Those could easily get lost if you're not careful. And the loading area is a little narrow, so it might not be best for really bulky sinker or safety eyes.
As you noticed, I look a little bit different. That is because it is a few days later. I really wanted to take a few days. These two tools, you saw my first impression of them, but I wanted to see how they actually worked like practically. I just really wanted to cement my final thoughts for sure. After using all of these tools, I have finally decided which one is my favorite, so I'm about to share that with you guys, and it has to be this guy. I just found that this tool was the easiest safety eye tool to use. However, if you struggle at all with smaller safety eyes, like the 10mm that we were trying out, then I think that this tool would be the right one for you. If you have any trouble with like pinching them on, I think that this tool would be better for smaller ones, because this one's just a little heavy duty for this. This one is it's just more lightweight. It just makes more sense to use for smaller safety eyes. You could technically use this one. For me, I think I would prefer this one. If you really like any of these tools or you really dislike any of these tools, that can definitely be personal preference. Just because I like a tool doesn't mean you're going to like a tool. So I would really just judge that for yourself and see which one you think would suit you best. Let me know which method you used for attaching your safety eyes, or if there is a tool that you like that I didn't try in this test, let me know that too. Don't forget to like this video if it helps you out, and subscribe for more crochet tips and plushie chaos. So I hope to see you in the next one, and I love you guys. Happy crocheting, and bye.